wonderful. Hope you funky disco and happy weekend. Oh, glory. Oh, disco. Oh, glory. Again, baby. How you guys doing? I hope you're doing wonderful. I hope you're doing fine. This is a gold brief for the first time since I would say May, June 2020. If you remember my video, I was bullish on GDX at that time. And this is it. This is the first time since that time. And that's something, huh? Okay, so let's start with my thesis. Okay, gold is to go up because of the following. I think I should start with my bearishness on the DXY, then go to TLT, which is the bond, then go to gold, then GDX. So let me start with the UUP or just the DXY. This is the DXY chart, okay? This is what I called, and what I still call a disco combo. It's when the MACD and the stochastic get bearish in the same time. So this is a bearish crossover, and this is a bearish crossover that came from overbought for the DXY. Good deal, beautiful deal. So when was the last time something like this happened? It happened right here. So what happened after that? The dollar went down from went down from here from 93 something to 91 something. Okay, so disco combo right here, bearish MACD, bearish stochastic, boom. Now we have the same setup. And what else? Bearish, it closed below the 20-day moving average and the 10-day moving average. Usually in this Bollinger study, it is the standard deviation between the price action, this band, and 20-day moving average. So you mean revert to, and the mean here is the 20-day moving average. And if you go through it like this, you go to the lower end of the Bollinger band. Good? Good. So the thesis now, we might be going down based on this disco combo and based on Bollinger Band. Good, very clear. Let me look at the UUP. It's the same thing, and it shows always the same results. As I said, I'm very weary of this disco combo. When these things do it together, they scare me. So this is let me do a 4-hour time frame and show what happened even last time. See, this is the disco combo took place here, okay? And this is a disco combo, and it's taking place here. In the past, you could do it on your own time, and you can see the effect on price action, okay? Good deal. So am I being emotional? No. So why did I sell my dollar position with a profit? And because of what I stated here. Okay, so let's look at the weekly time frame. This is the weekly time frame. So what do I see in a weekly time frame? I see this bearish crossover in stochastic. Yet it's not confirmed yet, but it's gonna go down below the 80 next week because it's like past quantitative methods, it's just based on the past. So by next week, it's going to be below. Okay. So what about the MACD? It's beautiful. It's uptrending. So what am I doing now? I'm trading gold via GDX. Short term, maybe long term. I really don't know. But now I'm getting bearish because of the daily time frame. Weekly time frame, still, the bullishness is still intact. Okay? Good deal. So I talked about the dollar in the daily time frame and weekly time frame. Let me talk about TLT. Okay, and every time I always talk about that golden cross that did get us a good boost in the dollar when it happened, and now it's happening in TLT. So if TLT is going up, most likely gold would go up, and vice versa with the dollar. Okay, so what we have here, we have a golden cross that works in the past perfectly. In the Japanese candle, you will have a morning star if you have a red candle, then a small body, then a white candle. Yet, you don't have to be technical because it means the same thing. So it doesn't have to be a red candle, small body, and white candle. I think this is a morning star because it has the same psychological effect. So, how well did it work in the past, that golden cross in TLT? Well, let's see it right now. Death cross? Okay. So that's 100% so far. Okay. We try to be gold cross. Oh, yeah. This happened. Death cross. Death cross. We have a brief gold cross here, but the formation is different. The sloping is different. It's not like the same as here. So in conclusion, golden cross always work in the past with this sloping between the 50 and 200 moving average, day moving average. So are we being emotional? Absolutely not. Okay. So we talked about the the disco combo in a 4-hour time frame in UUP and daily time frame, and how effective it was in the past, and we based our selling decision on this. We talked about the golden cross in TLT, and we based our buying gold on this. Let's talk about gold now. So as I said many times before, gold is not an independent asset class. We must look at the correlation. So we looked at dollar, bearish, TLT, bullish. Let's talk about gold. Okay. So this is the daily time frame. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, bullish divergence between price action and stochastic. Okay? This is a plus. We don't forget that. I always talk about bullish and bearish divergence all the time. Should we forget about this? Absolutely not. Okay. So, and if you're going to look at it from here, since late June, from here to here, it's low, lower low, low, higher low. Does this work as far as my experience of 26 years? Yes. Can you ignore that? No. Can it go down? Yes. But we have to play by the rules. Good deal. So, bullish divergence. Beautiful one. Mini and longer duration. Good deal. Okay? So we have a beautiful rejection, a bullish harami, follow through, and believe it or not, this is a morning star. Red candle, small body, white candle, and follow through. So TLT gave us something like that, but it's all about the psychology. Japanese candles work in psychology. Okay, so what's the confirmation here from the daily time frame? A beautiful bullish crossover in the MACD. Let's look at a 4-hour time frame. How about that? Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. See that disco combo I talked about? Took the price action from here, from 1729 to 1780. Does it work? Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay. Is it bullish in the 4-hour time frame? Absolutely. Good deal. So we talked about the daily and 4-hour time frame for gold. Let me look at the weekly time frame. We have and the biggest price rejection in the weekly time frame in history. In history. This is the biggest price rejection in the weekly time frame in history. Can it affect the price action? Oh yeah. It came with beautiful place for the where the buyers gather, an old price memory, and managed to close inside of the Bollinger Band, which gives us a mean reversion trade to this, at least to this, 1811. Most likely you're going to hit the upper Bollinger Band before you trace, so 1909. Good deal? The biggest price rejection in history. The previous two price rejections in the past had weekly, like 2 weeks of rallying in the past. 100% of the time in the past, that weekly rejection. We had two types of rejection before. One in 2011, very close to that one, and one in 2013. This one is close to that price rejection. Okay, let me do that. This is a weekly time frame, by the way. Okay, this one right here in for 15th of April 2013, and we have consecutive rally back to back. Let's look at the 2011. Okay, we have this price rejection in 26th of September 2011, and what happened is consecutive, like 10 weeks maybe, from until November 7th 2011. Okay, so in the past, this type of price rejection produce rally. Okay, 100% of the time in the past. Good deal. What is the biggest price rejection in history this week? I traded gold for decades. Gold always have violent moves before it ends a particular move. In 2020, we had this violent move, then boom, this price rejection in August 2020, and we have this violent move in March 16th, 2020, and this happened, and so on and so forth. Usually, gold ends with a flush or a panic buying. See this flush that took place from November 7th, 2016 till 19th of December 2016, and the same thing happened, this flush 2018. You must have these type of flushes for gold to change direction. Look at this amazing rally that took place between 8th of June to 2020 until it collapsed. You must have violent moves, and this is definitely, by any measure, is a violent move. The biggest price rejection, and we call this a bona fide, beautiful hammer that came after a red candle. We might have a morning star in a weekly time frame soon. Okay, to know that I'm a technically based analyst and trader, because I've been bearish on gold for some times. Why am I getting bullish now? Because of, well, for the reasons that I stated. Let me look at measured moves in a weekly time frame. Okay, so let's do it weekly time frame and measured moves, and let's see if we can come up with something. Okay, let's look at this one. One to one. Good. That's a measured move. 1 to 1, which is an old price memory. So, in conclusion, oh, let me do the GDX too. Huh? I like that. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? Okay, GDX to go into violent bounce backs with violent moves as well. We have a broadening bottom in GDX. We have high, higher high, low, lower low, and lower low, extreme lower lows, where you have higher highs in the MACD, higher highs in stochastic, and beautiful higher highs consecutively in the RSI, and also beautiful bullish divergence too in a small time frame in the RSI, which is extremely reliable. Once RSI goes over 50, stochastic goes over 20, MACD in a bullish crossover, oh my God, have mercy. This thing will go violently to the upside. How many times it happened in the past? Most of the beautiful rallies in GDX happens this way. And I forgot to mention, I was watching Bloomberg the other day, and all the analysts on Bloomberg were bearish on gold. I was bearish at that moment because of many theses in my brain. Then I was like, oh, this cannot be true. If they are bearish now, I have to justify their bearishness. So I went back to my charts, and their bearishness is not justified, so I am bullish now because of this stuff. So I talked about the daily time frame for dollar, the weekly time frame, TLT, in the daily time frame. Let me look at the weekly time frame. Maybe it is some, maybe it's different now. Let's see. Weekly. What happened in the weekly? Oh my God, a beautiful hammer as well, and closed over the 250-day moving average, which is the 50-week moving average, with beautiful stochastic hooking up. So okay, so I talked about the daily time frame for TLT, weekly time frame, daily time frame for gold, weekly time frame, daily time frame for the DXY, weekly time frame, daily time frame for GDX, and also weekly time frame is beautiful too. But no need to look for that because the bullish thesis that I talked about earlier is good enough. Please like if you like, subscribe, please share. If you really want me to post this stuff, please share, please like. I love you guys, and do remember, disco is forever.